Hi everyone, meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio. After talking about it for most of this week, the storm system that we have been forecasting to impact the area has finally arrived and is going to bring unsettled weather to the state as we head through the remainder of our Thursday and into the day on your Friday. Strong to severe thunderstorms headline the forecast, though. We have a tornado watch that is in place across central sections of the state through 7 p.m. on Thursday. Again, could see a few tornadoes in this area as the low moves through, and again, we have the twisting and turning of the winds. A lot of low-level wind shear in this area. Also, a little bit more unstable part of the atmosphere right now. Again, that's where we've seen a lot of thunderstorms already ongoing through Thursday afternoon. But again, this watches until 7 p.m. Thursday. Again, could see a couple tornadoes, large hail, maybe up to 2 inches in diameter. Strong wind gusts up to 60 to 65 miles an hour in areas of locally heavy rain and maybe even some flash flooding as well. Eastern Nebraska, not under any sort of watch just yet, but we may see a watch issued later this evening as storms then move to the east. One thing that could limit that is the cloud cover we've seen through most of the day today that could act to stabilize the atmosphere just a little bit. So that is something we'll continue to watch through Thursday evening. If we check out our surface map, again, here's that storm system, that low pressure system that's extremely strong. Again, so we have plenty of things going on at the surface with the warm front, the cold front, the low, the dry line, but we also have a lot of upper level energy with this system as well. Strong upper level trough, very strong winds aloft, cold air advection aloft. All of this is combining to make this, again, a very potent system as it moves through the area. So we'll watch for those severe storms through Thursday night through about midnight. Areas of rain, potentially heavy at times on the northern and western quadrant of this low as it slides to the east and northeast through the state. I think again, past midnight, we transition from dealing with severe storms to dealing with, again, the high winds with this system. As we head into the day on Friday, on the back end of this low, we're going to see very strong north and northwest winds, again, potentially gusting up to around 60 miles an hour for some parts of the state, and then much colder conditions, again, get wrapped up into the area behind the system on the back end. I think by Friday night, again, the system is far enough east that the winds begin to relax just a little bit, but we're still dealing with cloudy skies and maybe some spotty showers. Friday into Saturday, again, that low continues to transition over to the Great Lakes region. We're still dealing with cloudy, cool, and maybe even somewhat breezy conditions all the way into the day on Saturday. Probably won't be until the day on Sunday that we finally stop feeling the effects of this system as it begins to move off to the east. So if we zoom in, take a closer look at the rapid refresh model through Thursday afternoon. Again, all the activity so far today has generally been across parts of central and western Nebraska. That's where it should stay over the next few hours, where we could see scattered to numerous thunderstorms, which again could be on the strong to severe side. Already seen several severe thunderstorm warnings through the day today. Already seen a couple tornado warnings as well. By 4 o'clock, again, most of the activity still in central sections of the state. As we head past 4 o'clock into the evening hours, we begin to see that activity again begin to push into the eastern sections of the state. How far east again it goes and maintains its strength is still in question again, and that goes back to, again, the cloud cover. If we see some breaks in the cloud cover to destabilize the atmosphere, that would enhance our severe weather potential. If we continue to see the cloudy skies, that could limit our severe weather potential, but still expecting to see those thunderstorms push into parts of eastern Nebraska as we head probably between about 7 p.m. Thursday evening and about 11 p.m. midnight Thursday night. And again, that's what the rapid refresh model here is reflecting, moving through the area. Again, some of these storms could still be packing a punch, so that is something we'll have to watch. Again, you want to make sure you have multiple ways to get your weather information as we head through our Thursday night. And then again, as we head towards the midnight hour, a lot of that activity begins to kind of cross over into Iowa and out of the coverage area. And then we're dealing with just some rain and even some snow across parts of western Nebraska as we head through the overnight hours and then into Friday. If we look at our in-house graph model, again, our Skycast model, it paints a similar picture to that rapid refresh with storms in central Nebraska through the afternoon, then those storms translating to the east as we head towards Thursday night, and then as we head through the overnight hours, you can see that low spinning through the state, showers still lingering into Friday morning as moisture wraps around on the back end of that system. For Lincoln, our precip chances look to be highest again as we head late this evening. Again, probably 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock or so is when we think those rain chances will be highest for the Lincoln area. In terms of the precipitation potential, Again, we're looking at probably not a ton of rain, but again, if we see a locally heavy thunderstorm overhead, that could certainly change. But again, the wide spectrum of the models have anywhere from just a few hundredths to maybe up to around a half an inch of moisture being possible for the Lincoln area. In terms of the rest of the coverage area, again, our in-house graph model, I think, is doing a decent job. Again, keeping the heaviest moisture across the northern tier of the state, where they're going to see that more wraparound precipitation. They're going to see more precipitation for a longer period of time. So again, those areas that have the best chance to maybe see an inch or two of rain are going to be across the northern tier of the state, and as well as those areas that see a locally heavy storm overhead. As you head further to the south, those chances for heavy rain just won't be quite as high. And then we turn our attention again from rainfall to wind. Again, we have high wind warnings in place for central and western sections of the state. Could see wind advisories issued for the eastern third of the state. Again, regardless of if you're under a high wind warning or not, it will be a blustery and windy day as we head through the day on Friday. As top end wind gusts, again, in those areas in the high wind warning could approach 60 miles an hour as we head through the overnight hours into Friday morning. You can see by Friday at 7 a.m., that low is just kind of moving across east central Nebraska, about ready to cross over the border. And again, as that low translates to the east, those strong winds on the back end will move to the east with it. So for Lincoln, I think our strongest winds come from mid-morning on Friday through the late afternoon hours, where again we could see winds gusting anywhere from 30, 40, maybe even as high as 50 miles an hour at times. Again, just not quite high enough to meet that high wind warning criteria. By Friday night, still blustery, and even into the day on Saturday, on the back end of that low, we're still looking at winds maybe gusting as high as 25 to 35 miles an hour. So again, blustery all the way into the start of the weekend. Lows to start our Friday will look like this, anywhere from the low 30s in the far west to the low 50s in the far east. Look for temperatures on Friday to be quite cool, only reaching the low 40s to low to mid 50s. Afternoon wind chills on Friday will likely only reach the upper 30s to upper 40s. Again, it's going to be a cloudy, cold, blustery, raw October day for many of us across the state. Into the weekend, Saturday morning lows mid-20s to mid-40s from west to east. Saturday afternoon highs remain cool, mid-40s to low to mid-50s from north to south. Sunday morning, again, chilly in the west with mid-upper 20s and low 30s, upper 30s to low 40s for central and eastern Nebraska. And then we finish the weekend on Sunday with temperatures in the upper 40s to upper 50s across the area. So again, a lot happening as we head over the next 24 hours or so, but the cool weather looks to stick around as we head through the upcoming weekend. Some warmer temperatures look to finally arrive or return back to the forecast as we head into the week next week. As I mentioned, though, again, make sure you have multiple ways to get your severe weather information as we head through your Thursday evening. And as always, keep it tuned to 1011 both on air and online for all the latest.